Dumelang, my name is Dr. Nonfoditero. I'll be talking about the all-terrain electric motorbike. The project is in collaboration with UB and BUST. Our problem that we wanted to solve was poor infrastructure, high-cost cars. Our cars are so expensive that most Botswana cannot afford. And the infrastructure, especially the roads, they're very bad. We thought through a bike, our people can have a better mode of transport. And that's what we aim to solve through transportation, provide low cost, be like other countries such as Senegal, Nigeria, and the Western countries. What they have is a lot of motorbikes, three-wheeled, two-wheeled. Here in southern part of Botswana, we really don't have that. And I was thinking that we need to somehow mimic them, make things more affordable. We have a prototype. This is our prototype, and we now want to turn it into a viable business. How do we do it? We'll be making it at Malotwane. We'll be fabricating the glass fiber and the metal framework right here in Botswana, and we'll be buying. For now, we'll be buying the components, electrical components, electronics from China. But our aim is to make everything here in Botswana. Those are our prototypes, not just the bike, but we have also made the battery. By making the battery here in Botswana, we managed to, the battery inside here, it costed us 12,000, but when we make it here in Botswana, it cost 4,000. We managed to reduce the cost. We are able to make other batteries. The battery inside here is 72 volts. You can scale it down to 36, you can scale it down to 24, 12, and others. Financial issues. We can make 100 bikes with 1.5 million. The raw material will cost us, to make 100 motorbikes, will cost us 3.1 million, and then the overhead will be 200,000. We can maintain this 200,000 with the small team that we have currently in making this. Indefinite. Up to, we believe we can make even up to the 100 bikes is for 1 year, but in the future we can make that in 1 month. We can make up to, every year we'll be scaling up. The next year we hope to make 2026 we'll make 100 bikes. 2027 we want to make 166, which will produce a value of 4 million. 3 years from now we want to make 276 bikes. That will make a total sales of 6.9 million. To make one bike, we need 15,000 Pula. We use 15,000 Pula. To sell it, we sell it for 25,000. And that is just the start. We are hoping that as we keep learning our how to manufacture, we'll scale everything down, especially the cost of production. We need to keep improving our business. Currently we have a prototype, we need to turn it into a business. We are not yet at a business level. So we'll be making business plans, financial plans, human resource management, marketing. Marketing will be our major step forward. The good news is that UB and BUST has promised to buy from us 50 bikes already. They've promised to buy 50 bikes, and that can jumpstart our company. We can also sell to individuals, motor garages, such as Botswana and the others. Thank you. In conclusion, this is a collaboration between UB and BUST. This company is called Green Motors. I'm 100% owner for it. We have successfully created, designed, made a prototype. Now we want to turn it into a business. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this. Quite a novel idea. I do have a couple of questions just based on some earlier interactions that were happening. So the first one, when you look at licensing, right? I know someone asked you, to motorbike licensing is not as prevalent versus automobile, right? So most people get licenses for cars versus motorbikes. So in terms of the adoption of motorbikes, despite the cost, yes, how would you penetrate the market? How would you drive that change in behavior? Because people actually go to driving school to learn how to drive cars versus bikes.
Yes. So basically, first and foremost, we need to jumpstart the business. And the best option for us right now is through higher institutions, UB and Boost. Once we sell 50 bikes to them, we can start to showcase Botswana that this is viable. Therefore, once they get that concept, we can making a license. It's much easier for motorbikes than for cars. Motorbikes is at A level, and then our current licenses for four-wheel vehicles, it's at B level. It's much tougher. This one is easier.
Yes, but you do understand the challenge. It's an uphill battle. This is 98% of the nation prefer cars and use cars. You have not spoken to the safety of these vehicles. We know the risks associated with motorbikes. If you fall, amputation and all those. Do you have any safety features on this bike that can sort of ease the risk? Because if you want people to move away from cars with seat belts and airbags, what would you be offering that can mitigate some of these risks?
I am the first person to make the electric motorbike, and this is at industrial standard. It's at a level of world class standards. So it will pass all the elements of testing in terms of safety. The idea is to then improve it in terms of cover. The cover was not well made, and that's the main area we'll be working with investors on. By doing that, we're hoping that our population, our people, can slowly adopt this new model. It's clean energy. We hope that will even attract them more, because everyone is trying to do away with the old system, pollution, expensive petrol.
Good morning, Dr. Ditsapo. Splendid product that you have here. I only have two questions for you. First one is, what is the profit margin per electric bike sold? Maybe we can start with that one. This is from a business perspective. You say for every bike sold, after taking into consideration the cost of production plus the allocated overheads, how much goes into the kitty to be able to allow your business to grow? And then the second one is around the value proposition. I think your customer value proposition is very, very solid. But what did not come out is the savings aspect of it, because it's an electric bike. Where do you charge it? How do you charge it? How long is the battery life? When you pop out that 25K, you expect to not spend much on fuel. So the benefit of actually putting up that 25,000 and then also being able to use it without utilizing fuel. So that aspect didn't come out very clearly. So if I'm a owner of a restaurant or an owner of a company that runs motorbikes, I would like to know that if I put an upfront payment of maybe 20 units of this bike, how much am I going to save in the long run? So that aspect, if you to speak to the numbers around those two. Thank you.
Our profits per motorbike, we expect to make 10,000 Pula in terms of profits. Our production to make one motorbike, it'll cost us 15,000, 13,000 to make all the components, and then the overhead will be 2,000 Pula. We believe we can maintain this for maybe up to 500 motorbikes per year, even up to 1,000 motorbikes. This overhead, we can maintain it that way. As for the value for the client, we believe This motorbike, when I used it around Palap, we made it in Palap. I used to use it. It'll take like a week. The battery life takes a week just to move around. And I charge it at home. You currently charge at home, and that will take you a week to recharge. If you're on the road, it will take roughly 250 kilometers before it drains off. So you cannot, from Palape, you won't be able to reach Gaborone. You'll end somewhere at Muchudi. But it's got a very good battery life, unlike the petrol. To charge, it's roughly less than 2 units per week, and that's like less than 20 Pula. The petrol, it'll cost you more than currently it'll cost you more than 350 to charge a bike like this in Botswana, and that's like for the same distance per week. The charge you use. These motorbike guys, the Weniers and the others, they charge every week. It's roughly that amount. The sprint couriers, I see them roughly every day. They go to the filling station to charge. So they are using a lot of petrol.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chapo. I think you've made, again, a very, very good product. It looks nice and sleek.